I'm Watanabe Shinji, the range of Yuigaryu Karate. I received a few questions from some of you who watching the last video I uploaded. So I decided to answer two of them today. Both questions came in Japanese, so I translated it into English. Then let's get going. Os. Okay, the first one. Hello Watanabe Sensei. I always look forward to watching your videos. Oh, thank you. And I'm practicing Goju Ryu and have a little experience with Uechi Ryu. I like the Nahate lineage and wasn't really interested in the Shurite lineage. But after watching Sensei's videos, I'm now interested in trying Naihanchi as well. This time, the video of how to do Naihanchi was uploaded, and I immediately tried to do it myself. But it was difficult, especially to keep my balance by pulling my hips back, and my upper body became vertically easily. You told you can understand the right balance or not by looking at the feet. But at the same time, you told if you try to always check with your eyes, your head's COZ, center of gravity, will move. So it's not good. So I'm not sure what to do. Thank you for your message. For example, Sanchin of Goju Ryu, the hips are tucked in and the upper body is vertical, like this. Right? So I guess you've never done this hip position before, so probably you don't have the sense when the posture becomes correct. But if you get a sense of it once, you will be able to see your posture through your body senses without seeing it with your eyes. So, how to get the sense? You can find out by holding a heavy object. As I mentioned in that video, the Naihanchi posture is the posture that accepts gravity most comfortably. So, when you try to stand comfortably with a heavy object, you will naturally end up in the Naihanchi posture with your hips pulled back. Let's try it actually. To make it easier for you to understand the posture, I'm wearing these clothes and we'll do it. This is a 10 kg barbell plate. Hold this in both hands and stand. If you find a posture where you can stand relaxed, that will be the Naihanchi hips position naturally. If you don't have two of equal weight and shape, you can do it with one. If you hold a weight in front of your chest and try to stand with your body straight and relaxed, this will also lead to the Naihanchi posture naturally. However, do not hold anything too heavy at this time. If it's too heavy, your posture will collapse. On the other hand, if the object is too light, you can hold it easily, even if your posture is wrong, which is also not good. Try to use something that has a certain weight, but not too heavy. By the way, this action of creating weight in front of the body to determine the posture is included in the Naihanchi Kata actually. Stand up straight, bow, drop your hips, and this is the part. This part is that you are using the weight of your arms and hands and making the posture firmly. Interesting, isn't it? The more you understand Naihanchi, the more you are impressed by how well designed it is. Okay, let's go to the next. Also, Watanabe Shihan, I always am learning a lot by watching your channel. I'm a full contact karate practitioner, and when I was younger, my first priority was to win matches as a competitor. I did kumite and sparring repeatedly, and mainly did weight training and striking bags as self-training. Fortunately, I was able to achieve results that satisfied me to some extent. But around the end of my career, I began to wonder and worry. How long can I continue this kind of intense and physically demanding training? And when I finally retired, I started to think again about what karate is. The answer I came up with was kata is the key, and kata is the reason why karate is karate. It was during this time that I found your channel and was shocked to learn that the Shihan of Daidojuku Kudo, a famous martial arts school as practical and strong, was doing kata, and that he was still active at the age of 59. To be honest, I was not very interested in kata when I was younger, but now, even though it's late, I would like to re-evaluate my own karate through kata. Now I have tried to do the movement in that video, but I find it very difficult to control the center of gravity strictly, especially when I cross the legs. It's awkward and not smooth. I'm sorry to bother you, but if you have any tips or a good supplementary training, I'd be very grateful. Last but not least, I really hope you will continue to post significance and amazing videos. Please take care of yourself, both. Wow. Thank you so much. I really am glad to receive such as this passionate message. I promise I'll do my best to keep posting. Boss. As for the main topic, the tip to walking smoothly, pay attention to where you place the foot when you cross your legs. Let's try to a little. From this posture, look to the right, cross your legs, and move. At this point, if you place your foot too far, your body is likely to wobble or drop down due to lack of control over your COC. So, try to place your foot as close to the foot you are currently standing on as possible. This will make it easier to control your COC. At this point, some schools teach you to place your foot to the completely side of your standing foot. Then, use the seam of the back leg to push the calf of the front leg to transfer the weight and take a step to the side. But if you follow this approach, it's easy to move your legs into a V shape and also rotate your hips. When you shift to the weight, I personally feel it's uncomfortable a little, so I don't adopt this method. In my case, I place my foot in front of the foot as thick as my shins are. And try to keep the image of moving as if sliding smoothly. But I think that is a good method too, in the sense that it makes you clear control over the shift of the COC. As I always say, I define Kata as effective training for actual fight. So, if it makes you stronger in actual fight, it doesn't matter when method you use. I don't believe that only my method is absolutely correct. Please try out different methods and create your own style of karate that fits you best. That is Yuiga-ryu karate. Good luck. Os. Okay, that's it for today's video. Hope you like it. I'll see you soon. Os.